Hi guys, today's reading is going to be to find a missing person who is missing since August 13th, 2012. His name is Austin Bennett Tice. He was kidnapped in Damascus, Syria. Austin was a freelance journalist and photographer for a variety of news organizations, including CBS, The Washington Post, and the McClatchy Company. Austin was kidnapped while reporting in Daraya, a Damascus suburb. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is ZODIAC. Thank you so much for being here today. I wanted to do something different today. I actually have done this before and I've just never recorded it. So I was actually wanting to record something for you, and I wanted to start doing a whole series of these different types of readings because I feel like there's a need for it personally, and that's just my own thing. And so I wanted to start doing readings for missing persons. Okay, and I did one a while ago. I did not record it, but now I'm finding out that this person, the stuff that was in my reading, the clues and the information that was in my reading is actually coming to light right now, and it's been over a year, and all of a sudden I don't pay attention to the news, and my husband does, and he told me, hey, there's this and this information. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's exactly what was in my reading. But I didn't know because I did a cold reading. All I knew is the person was missing, very minimal information. And so I still know what happened to this person. I already tried to report it, but you know, who knows? I hope they find the person's remains, because I know the person did not live, which is very, very sad. So anywho, so what I wanted to do was to get started. I already went through and just kept shuffling. I connected with my guides and spirit and my angels to give me clear and concise vision and information about this person. We are going to find out more information here, and hopefully this will help. If anyone happens to see this, if it's meant to be, then it will help us find, or someone find, this poor person who is still alive. I did do first of all, I did the reading to find out if he was still alive, and he is still alive to this day. August 24th, 2021. Okay, so it's been, you know what, almost 10 years since Austin has gone missing. So it is 9 years actually. It's like August 13th and now it's August 24th. So I just kind of found that really synchronistic that I was called to start doing these readings, and this is the person that I found like right away that I was very interested, and I was told do the reading for him. So here we go. So the first cards I pulled, and I'm just going to start putting these together. So I do know that he was in Damascus, Syria, and like a suburb of Syria. So the first card I pulled was Many Masks, Authentic Self, and that is a 38. To me, this tells me that he might be feeling like he cannot be his authentic self. Whoever has him captive or wherever he is staying, he needs to kind of blend into his environment, because his true self is here, but he's having to wear all these different masks, whatever he's doing, in order to kind of survive, to kind of like be in his environment, to blend in with his environment, to call us attention to himself, as he is and has been kidnapped, and you know, against his will, so he's having to try to blend in. I also got this Magician's sword, and it's a 37, and to me a sword could be like there's a lot of swords around him. It's a place where there's a lot of swords around him. Okay, and that's a 37. I also pulled additional cards, and I actually just shuffled and they just kind of popped out, and that is what I'm going with. That is what Spirit is bringing. So the first card that I pulled was this card where it says Pure Nature, and as I can read this here, like this person is, and I'm intuitively reading this as Spirit guides me through this, this person has been stripped of their clothes. You know, like they're stripped of their like personality. Again, with the masks here, they're not trying to do any they can't be their authentic self. So he cannot be their pure self. He was stripped down and, you know, stripped of his clothes and kind of, you know, down to nothing, and now he just has the bare minimum clothes to wear, and he's out here in this, like, noticing the area. It's like there's a lot of, you know, a lot of space, a lot of clouds, a lot of like sky, and a lot of like you can see the sky, where he's like not in a metropolis where like you can't see the sky. It's like a really, you know, there's out open sky, sun, moon, stars, and then it's like somewhere green where there's a lot of like green foliage or something around. Okay, I also pulled this card here, which was keys on trees, which is a so this is a 37, which is a 10. This is a 38, which is an 11. This is a 49, which is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus 1 is a 4. And there's a 7 here. So this will all start coming together for us as we continue to go and watch the synchronicities. What I see here in this card, which is the keys on trees, is that, again, there's green around him, like palm trees around him. Okay, he's in a place where he's in at the top. There's like this building that is shaped with this like cage on top. Okay, he is in this cage on top in this building, and there's keys around him, and he's trying to get the key to get himself out. Okay, he's trying to get a key to get himself out. He's at the top of this building. It's almost like a bird cage. This resonates with birds to me. Maybe there's a lot of birds in his area, but I do see this is a cage on top of a building. This is where he's being kept. This is where he's at. You know, and he does see keys, and there's a lot of green foliage around him. Again, a lot of clouds in his sky. I also see this morning dew girl here. So what I see is that he has to get his water from the morning dew. He's also unhappy. And again, there's a bird here. So I really feel like birds mean something. And he also has a 1-3, which is a 4. Okay, so things are going to start pulling together here. Again, a lot of green foliage. He has to go collect his water in the morning. He lives in a place where, or his state right now, his situation right now is where he has to fend for himself almost, and like kind of gather his own water just to you know, just to have water for the day. You know what I'm saying? Just to survive. Okay, and very unhappy at some point, at times when he has to do this. Is what I'm hearing. I also see 25 protective nest here. When I look at this card again, there's another 7 here, and I'm seeing the same theme here. We have a nest. There's bird nests around him. He is in a place where almost like he's in his own nest up here, in his own cage up here at the top of this building shaped like that. This building is tall, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on the 7th floor. Let me see how many floors that is. He's on the, yeah, so there's the ground floor, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He will be at the 7th. He will be at the top floor of like an 8 or 7 story building. Okay, depending on how you're looking at it. He's at the top floor. Again, he's where the birds are. He can see birds. He can see trees far away, and these trees are like palm trees or something near him. And also he is where the bird nests are. He can see bird nests. And again, this woman is up high. Okay, a lot of clouds up high. I'm noticing like up high, or like white clouds around, you know, and there's birds around here. That is what I'm getting from that card. Okay, he's like in a nest. Again, we have, whoa, another 4. Okay, so lots of synchronicities here. We also have 3s, and he's up high, where the sun will hit him if necessary. So he has to, you know, have an umbrella around him or shade, but he is also up high. You see how there's, the person is on a sunny, there's a sun, there's a lot of sun where he is. He's either in a sunroom, or maybe a place where it's like an aviary where there's birds and they get to come in and fly in, and there's sun. He gets a lot of sun, where even he has to have some kind of shade, umbrella. And he's up high because, again, he's up in the clouds here. You see that? I'm also reading that there, and that is another 4. Okay, that's another 4. I also pulled additional cards here, and this is what came out. All right, from my Queen of the Moon Oracle, we got, so let me just look at them all here. So the first one I got was this resilience card, a 21, which is a 3. Again, we have another 3 here. And this person has to work to gather their food. They have a lot weighing on them, a lot on their back, like, and they're kind of in rags, you know what I'm saying? And it's also red rags, which is red. So whatever he's wearing is like red. I also get red right here. Like something red or orange he's wearing. It's either a uniform or something he has to put on when he goes to work, and he has to carry a lot on his back. And also when he works or does any kind of like working or something, it has to do with like in some kind of deserty dry area. It's like a dry, not a lot of buildings around this area. Whatever this person is doing, there's not a lot of people around. I'm hearing there's not a lot of people around to know that what he is, that he is actually was a kidnap victim, right? So not knowing where not a lot of people where he's at. Okay, I also got boundaries, which is a 12, which is another 3. Okay, these numbers are significant. We got, so you can see here, this girl is in this like globe. Okay, she's looking up at the sky, at the moon. There's a lot of red in the vicinity, and there's look at that, there's a lot of, this is a globe, like stuck. It's like you can see out, like you can see out of this, you can see out of this, guys. I mean, that's really synchronistic. You can see out of both of these, but you can't get out. He can see out, but he can't get out. There's keys. There's keys around the area. Something having to do with keys. I need to get to the bottom of that. There's a lot of keys. So he is trapped somewhere where he cannot get out. He can see out. He can, like, everything's nice and clear. He has a clear view of a lot of places and things, but he can't get out to get away. You know what I'm saying? I also got, so I have some cards that are like, I'm looking at them and I'll put them together. I'm sure they'll all make sense. We got another 3. Realization. So what I'm seeing here again is a lot of like, either, I don't see these as buildings, I see these more as like big over here too, like these big like boulders or kind of old buildings, old things. And he's walking through a valley, through these big arch right here. Okay, trying to, so when he walks through, he goes through valleys. And this green, so there is green around. It's not all dry. There's a lot of green around. I see green, I see green, I see green, I see green right here. So there's a lot of green around, and he's walking through. It's another 3. So when he looks out, he has to go through these big arches or something. We have beginnings and blossoming, so I'm going to take that for a minute. We also have like action, so there's a 6, which is another multiple of 3. So I believe that he has a lot of action going on where he craves, maybe he's very busy all the time, maybe doing all these things he has to do for this hard work, but there's a lot of action going on. And I think he also may feel that at some time he wants to take action as well, or he's wishing someone would take action on his part, hence why we are doing this reading. And I just feel like I'm feeling that energy. I also see that there's a 7 here, which is resistance. So he's trying to, and again, more birds. I believe he's with a lot of birds in some kind of bird aviary, a bird cage, some kind of like sanctuary. Birds up high. You see how they're coming up high, and there's a lot of green trees around. There's a few green trees around, and there's green trees and green trees, right? Green. Okay, so wherever he is captive at, there's green trees in the vicinity right here, but it's up high, and he's trying to resist, kind of like, because he's wearing these masks, and he's trying to resist completely giving over to, like, you know, when someone is, forgot what the name of that's called, but when they're like they're a prisoner for so long, they almost like kind of like have to like act a certain way around their captors, you know. And I believe that in his heart, he still has trying to keep a resistance to this change, to these masks that he has to wear, these false masks he has to wear just to survive. And I believe he's still holding the resistance. He's still holding on, still holding the faith that someone's going to take action on his behalf. I also see a supermoon of 44, okay? And this is attraction. So when I see this card, I feel like he is looking up in the clouds, and he looks up into the sky and remembers home and remembers that we're all under the same sky. And I believe that helps him like kind of keep it together when he looks out, like we're all under the same sky. I know someday I'll be able to go home. I know someday, you know, I'll get back. And so he looks up into the sky a lot, maybe daydreams or when he rests. Patience. So he's holding out hope here. This, and again, there's green here and another path. Okay, there's a path here, a path here, a path here, a path where she's walking on. So he walks on the same path all the time. And he's looking up into the sky, and again having patience and having hope. And there's another 3 and a 6, another 3 and a 6. So threes, multiples of threes. He's in a place where it's like, I'll try and get some numbers maybe for like an address or something, but 3s and 6s, 7s and 4s, 3, 6, 7, 4. That combination of numbers is really significant, guys. It's really, really significant. It could be 3s and 6s, 36, 9, but 3 is March, 6 is June, 7 is July, 4 is what, April? Yeah, and then he's hoping and he's having patience with hope that someone is going to rescue him. And he, again, when he walks along this path of work that he has to do, whatever he's trying to do, he's just holding out hope, holding out faith. Oh God. And then we also have, like, when I see this card, there is green valleys like all around. There's flowers around, a lot of stars in the sky, another 33, you guys, and also like playing the violin. So I don't know him personally. I'm just doing this reading here that he might either listen to music, of violin music. Maybe he used to play the violin in school, or maybe he knows or loves someone or thinks about someone who plays the violin. He may also like to play an instrument that might help him stay sane, or that might be where, maybe this could also be a location where he's at, maybe some kind of place where there's a lot of music that is played that has a violin in the music. This could be near some kind of opera house, near some kind of, you know, yeah, it's some kind of place where there is music that is played. Or he could also be someone who plays music, okay, who has some kind of gift. All right, so I'll put that one there. And then this one also, so I'm going to put these, the ones that are a little bit like interesting, I'm reading them, they come together, but it will continue to come together. New beginning, new moon and beginnings, and a number 2. So 2 is always like a couple, okay, and a beginnings is happening. So there's winter, okay, a lot of winter. There's going to be a new beginning for him after winter. In spring, there's something happening in his current life right now. There's going to be a change in spring, a new beginning in spring for him. And he's at a place that has a lot of arches. You see the arch here, the arch here, this round dome here, this round dome here. A lot of arches in this area, and I will continue to read into this. These are ones I want to get more clarification on. And then I pulled, okay, let's see here. All right, so the cards here. Okay, so where he sleeps is a place that has a place where there's like, it's dark, almost like a tunnel kind of thing. He sleeps on the ground with his blanket, and there's either roots growing from the ceiling or something in the vicinity where it's kind of like a dark cavern type situation. But I don't know that. I need to read that more. But that's where he's sleeping. When he sleeps on the ground, okay? And there's roots or trees around, okay? And maybe there's like, well, like these like crystals around might be his only light at night. Something that is reflective is his only light at night when he sleeps. And when he sleeps, like this is the second card that came out, like he dreams of happiness, joy, and delight when he gets to sleep. So it's a time for him to dream. He dreams of the sun, he dreams of happiness, and again, red. I'm getting the red, I'm getting the red, this is him. When he dreams, he's really, really happiest in his dreams. And I think it could be when he goes back and thinks of romantic memories, maybe with someone, having picnics with someone, having his dog around, having the animals around when he was younger. That's what he dreams about. That is what I'm seeing here. When he's sleeping, he's dreaming. He's also has like dreams of this person here. Someone could be a mother figure, someone who he loved very, very much, who was always like loved nature and loved the forest and things like that. He dreams and thinks about this person a lot. To me, this is like a mother figure or a grandma, someone he was very close to. I also see here, like, when he's a writer, so this makes sense because he's a journalist. So this is him. This actually looks a lot like him. And again, he's in this place, which has a desk. He tries to write right now. Like, that's his way of like feeling better, but he's up where the falcons are. This is like a hawk or a falcon. He's up high, like in something. And then look, another arch. There's arches. There's 3 arches wherever he stays during the day and the sun is shining. There's 3 arches in where he looks out of, and he is up there with the birds. So he has a marble desk, like a little what is that? A censer? No, it's a cone of incense. But he has that around him, and he writes a lot, and he looks out. He looks out into, you know, maybe for his freedom. He also looks out for inspiration, but he has a lot of birds around him. He also wishes. He remembers when he was young. He remembers when he would wish upon, and he was up on, and he's wishing, like he either wishes to like someone that's wiser than him. He remembers talking to someone wiser. But when I see this card, it's someone making a wish. It's someone saying, here, make a wish. And I believe that he's also feeling like just wishing that things would change, wishing that things were better, wishing that he was young again and not in the position that he is in now, like wishing and thinking about the past at times when he's looking out of this window. He also might be writing about the past. I do feel like with this rebirth, rejuvenation, I do feel like, again, he's naked here. This represents him naked. He remembers when he used to be near the ocean or wants to be near the ocean. He does get rejuvenated. I don't know if it is when he goes near the ocean now, and like right now, like they let him go to the ocean or be near the water or something, but near the water, he's having to like change himself to have some kind of rebirth. He also feels like he needs to get rejuvenated at some point. So to me, that's like reinvention. I'm sorry, not rejuvenated, reinvention, rebirth. He's having to like change himself. He wants to be his like authentic self, but he's having to reinvent himself in order to survive and be where he is right now in this situation. I'm sorry, not rejuvenation, reinvention. He also up in his place of, you know, up in this place of captivity. He looks every year, maybe he looks into this mirror or in this place and is sad. He has like sad, like he's glad he's alive, but he's sad he's not home. You know, it's sadness. And he cheers, maybe he every once a year, maybe he counts the years that he's gone from home, and he does it like a toast to himself in the mirror, but he remembers and he is sad, which is very, very sad. Oh gosh, guys, that's really dark. Sorry. Okay. And then I did pull, and this is the way they came out. 5, compass. Okay. And to me, this compass is almost pointing north. Okay. But it's pointing like, there's north here, so like northwest. So he's maybe in a northwest corner of a building. His room is in a northwest corner. And a 5 is change, So to me, like, in order to change or get him away from whatever he's experiencing, he needs to be, or you need to find him in the northwest corner. That is where he can be found, is what I'm hearing. Northwest corner of a building, northwest corner of this globe up here, this place. Also, again, making a choice. He got another 3. Another 3. So I'm also feeling like they might move him, and when he gets moved, he gets, every time he moves to somewhere that is like, he gets to be moved back and forth, like back and forth, and one of them is at the northwest corner and the other one is at maybe the southwest, because it's on opposite sides. Okay, and look at that. So here is the purple side. So this is like the southwest side where he's looking out of the southwest side of the building. Okay, and then this one is the northwest side, and look at the round circles on this card. Look at the round circles here, you guys. So when he gets moved to a part of his captive place where it's up high, where he gets over here to the northwest side of the building or the southwest side of the building. And the crazy thing, you guys, look at this. We got this bird here in this purple, and then we got these birds here, okay, in the white. So to me, there's also like a frog on this one. I think that's a frog. Yeah. So super duper interesting. And I do believe that, like, the frog to me on this side tells me there's water on the northwest side of the building. There's water, okay? And this is a 3. Oh my gosh. That's really making sense. That's really resonating, you guys. And then another 5. Okay, so when he gets put in this side where he gets to see the water, wherever he is at, like in this valley that he's at, like the building or whatever it is, it's in some kind of, wherever he goes to work or something, like there's goblins, always someone watching him. He doesn't get to be, there's people hiding, always watching. Do you see all the eyes? There's 6 set of eyes watching him. So I have a feeling there might be like 3 people always watching him. So when he's going, again, because we got the trees, okay, we got the path over here, we got the path here, we got another path like over here, so another path here, another path here, a lot of paths. Okay, he constantly walks on a path where there's trees around, and that's usually, I think, when he's like working, or he takes the same path. Sometimes if he tries to change up the path, I'm hearing, which is a 5, when he tries to change up the path, or when he tries to go this way towards the water, he's watched. He's watched. Okay. Oy, okay. All right. And then we also have this one here. Okay, so let's put these together. Yeah. Yeah. So we got blessings again, birds and water. To me, this is like springtime. I'm going to look into this a little more, because we also got, yeah, it's over here with our blessings, our new beginnings, and our blossoming. We also got freedom. So look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys, another arch. Okay, so when he looks out, I'm seeing like water down here and birds, and he looks out this arch, and he looks out these arches. He sees birds, all these arches. He's got a lot of arches around. There's an arch here, an arch here. There's like arches everywhere. Okay, yeah, there's this arch over here. There's an arch over here. They're all shaped like this. They're all shaped with this round shape. And he's in this place where these round shaped, and he's looking out, and his freedom is near the water. Okay, his freedom is where the birds come in from. He sees a lot of birds. Guys, there's so many birds throughout this reading, like it's not even funny. Like he is up really high where the birds are, where the birds fly, and he's looking out of this building, this big brick building, and he's looking out into the water. This is a big brick building. He's looking out towards the water, which to me is the northwest side of the building. Okay, and here's that other arch here, so we're going to put our arches over here. All right, and then Yeah, because there's flow. So do you see he's looking towards purple, 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 purple. When he's looking out that purple window over here, maybe, or actually no, well, it could be. But over here, like flow, he looks out and sees water. He gets to see water. Okay, so wherever he is captive, his view is always like some kind of river or some kind of ocean, some kind of water pathway. Okay, there's a water pathway that he gets to look at all the time. Here's another path, you guys, with another path. This is just like a confirmation with these round, tall, these tall arches all over the place. But these arches, there's a path he takes that makes him most happy, and it's one path which is all green around it. Sometimes he might see some animals on that path. And so we got relaxation and success. So when he gets a chance to not work and do all this hard work that he does here, he reads, because this person is reading. Okay, so intuitively reading this card, he tries to relax, and then again there's that water there, and then he gets to read books. So that is what he tries to do, to kind of like zone out almost, you know. And then we also got, again, when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing a lot of green and these palm trees. Palm trees, palm trees. These are different decks, guys. So there's a lot of like trees surrounding some kind of lush garden or lush kind of sanctuary, or trees surrounding, and there's like a path. I see like they kind of go up here and go up here, and there's like a path there, and it's near some kind of oasis. It's near some kind of sanctuary. Wherever he's at, it's near some kind of greenery, some kind of greenery. All right, I also pulled, so we got a lot of keys here, and then when we pulled this one, guys, we got the world. Okay, so to me, like, this place may be like, obviously it's probably on the World Wide Web, but where he was taken from, in like what, Damascus, Syria or whatever, there might be news about this place, and he's very near where the news is talking about. Wherever they're mentioning, he's there. Okay, and he's around, he's there. And then again, there's a key. So it's really like coming in like strong, like there is a key. I don't know if this is like, if there's a name, a key, like it's Key Street, or a place where keys are made, because look at all the keys around. There's a lot of keys where he's at. There's a place where all kinds of keys are, like a manufacturing, something that manufactures keys. But there's a place and there's keys, and he's trying to get a key because it'll get him free. But the keys are the key. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I also wanted to pull like time. So I went into my tea leaf and I pulled some time cards. The one that came out was March. So this is like coming out of winter going into spring. And then February. So February, see how cold it is? So when I asked for this, I asked like, when is the best time that he can escape or that he can be rescued? And February, March, and November are all coming up as times, and they all have like snow. You see there's snow there? This one's blowing wind, kind of coldness. And then this one is like some flowers that are kind of coming out, but they're like droopy, like barely starting March. So February, March, and November are very significant months for him to be free and escape. So unless if someone was coming in to rescue him, I would say go February, March, or November, because that's the best time, the most favorable time to either meet up with him, find him, see him, something, and he would be wearing a mask. He would be wearing something red, some kind of red or orange uniform, and they would be kind of ratty. They wouldn't be new clothes. It's more like he is wearing a mask, trying to fit in to a place where there's like a lot of keys and a lot of swords. Okay. And then there's also we pulled a well. So I do feel like the well is where he has to go to get his water. So maybe there's an old well nearby that he has to visit often, okay, to get water. So there's a well nearby that he has to visit often to get water. That's like really old. So this is an old place. He has to work very hard. We got the ant. He has to carry a big load. Whatever he does, he has to work like an ant all the time. And you can see it's like an orange and red right there, orange, red, and this big green. And he might have to even carry like plants or carry tree, like, you know, doing something in like some kind of garden or sanctuary or some place that he has to move around a lot of plants. Okay, so he might work in a place where there's a lot of plants or a lot of things that he has to move around. So there's coins and a handshake. Okay, so to me, like, he's trying to make a deal with someone and gonna get paid. He's like paying someone to make a deal with them, or they're making a deal with him to get paid. And we got the world in here, and we got the sun and a moon here, okay, and these clouds again. So, and to me, this person right here looks like an older person, and this person looks like a skinny, malnourished, younger person, and that is him. So he's trying to make some kind of deal with someone for February, March, or November, and he's very thin because he works very hard like an ant. And there's coins, there's money that is going to be involved in this transaction. We also got bird perched and feather. Again, guys, this is a place for birds. We got a bird here. We got a bird's nest. He's up high. There's birds here. There's birds all throughout this. There's birds right here. Freedom. Birds are very, very, very significant. Also, when he's sitting, if I can find it, right here, birds. So he's around either in an aviary, a sanctuary, somewhere where birds are always at. A lot of birds. Hawks, sparrows, feathers, a lot of nests there where he's at, a lot of nests. And again, look at where he's at. This is like a cage up here. This is his cage because he's a captor, but it's also like significant because there's birds. Birds are in cages sometimes, you know what I mean? So very significant to me. A lot of birds and feathers around him. Also, when he looks out of this window that he's looking out of here, and he's looking to that water where we had the flow right here, he sees boats, and he's trying to make the transaction to get on this boat to escape. And again, there's another bright sun there. So sun is also represents happiness. So he feels that if he can get on this boat, he can escape. Okay. There's guard dogs around him. He always hears dogs barking somewhere where he's at. So there's a dog barking where he's at. Okay, that guard. Guys, we got another sun. Okay, so the sun is happiness, but in this instance over here, he has to protect himself from the sun. So he is in a place where he doesn't always have shade. Okay, he doesn't, because also when you're looking here, there's not a lot of shade there. It's like a cage with no shade. But he does have a roof over his head, but the sun is significant here. Okay, because we got a lot of suns in here. We also got a valley and another really red hot sun. Again, guys, this is when he works, he has to go through this valley. Okay, so he goes through a valley a lot. I don't know if he gets moved around, like back to the valley, back to up here in this place. You know, in these two places he gets moved. And we got another key. Okay, another key is going to be the successful outcome for him. So it's in a place where there's keys. There's a heck of a lot of keys. I can't make this up, you guys. There's like a key. There's like keys all over the place through this reading. Okay, and also that sword to me is significant. Let me grab card fall here. And then we also got like, so this tankard, which is some kind of celebration that's coming up. His career is important. I don't know, like this is very interesting because there's a quill in this one and a quill in this one and a writing desk and a writing desk. So I don't know like if he's trying to wear this mask and do what he likes to do, which is writing, just to kind of make it work, trying to do some kind of writing career. Or maybe he was, you know, he sits here and tries to, this could be that, you know, he got kidnapped during his career doing what he did as a career, which is writing, which makes sense. We have a success card. We have a broken ring. So these cards, to me, we also have a candle and a torch. So there is torches and candles. Like I think candles are his like light, and there's torches around. So this again is a place that he's at, which is old-fashioned and has torches like around in the place, like right plain as day out there in the open, big torches somewhere. Okay, that is very significant. I'm hearing he does have to use candles to see at night. Also a harp. Again, I did see a harp, I did see a violin, so there's a lot of strings. He hears music, or he either used to play music or hears music a lot right now. Since he is missing, I'm trying to do a reading on where to find him. It is a place where there's a lot of like strings, you know, like a quartet or string music, which is, you know, like violins or harps or that kind of music is in his vicinity. Okay. And then we got a broken ring here. Okay, we got so change is coming for him. There's some kind of, I feel like, and I could, you know, so just reading this right here, this could be a like a promise that was made to him and it was broken through this like handshake here. Or maybe he loved someone from back home, which was someone that was romantic or something, and then it was broken. You know what I'm saying? Something was broken. Some kind of agreement, some kind of promise was broken at some point here. There is change coming for him. So I do think that they might change his locations, I'm hearing, often. And then also he's feeling like he can't be his authentic self anymore, and almost like he has to give in to being around these people, like almost like he's being forced into some kind of marriage or something. There's a fair woman that is involved. Okay, he's been either this was having to do with the broken ring, where someone he left at home was someone that had blonde hair and light skin, or it's someone where he's like at this new place and wearing his mask, you know, like not showing who he really is, or because he's afraid of, obviously with the goblins over there, afraid of death or something. But he may have a new relationship with this person, or a broken relationship, because I think there was some kind of broken agreement. But there's marriage happening around him, a wreath happening, and a four-leaf clover. When I think of four-leaf clover, I think of Ireland and Irish. When I see so this person, he could be Irish, part Irish in his blood, or the person, this fair woman he's dealing with, might be Irish or of Irish descent. And then there is some kind of marriage. It's going to be in the vicinity, like maybe where they're keeping him hostage or something, or where he is staying and having to kind of work his life. There's going to be some kind of celebration going on, some kind of marriage, okay? That might be happening, and he might be looking at that as an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like an opportunity. So I pulled a patterns of like imbalance, like what he kind of is feeling, and it says that he has anxiety hidden by a mask of cheerfulness, denial and avoidance of emotional pain, addictive behavior to anesthetizing feelings. Guys, look at anxiety hidden by a mask of cheerfulness. Again, many masks of the authentic self. So he's trying to pretend, like having a mask of cheerfulness. He's really not happy, but he has anxiety about it, and he has to have this cheerfulness mask. So he's unhappy, but he's trying to wear this mask. It's denial, avoidance. He's trying to like, he has a lot of emotional pain because he really shouldn't be there, but he's there. And so he's trying, you know, to wear this mask of cheerfulness to appease his captors, okay, to appease the goblins, okay. Also, the people that are keeping him captive could also have green eyes, okay. I'm hearing that. They could also have green eyes, all right. And then the I also pulled, so I pulled a moonology, and what does he need to be released? It needs to be winter. Okay, it needs to be winter, and I did see that throughout this reading, that it needs to be one of the cold months. So it needs to be winter. I also seen like snow in another one of these. So in order to escape, it has to be cold. And that must be like the best time to escape is when it's cold. And again, we got winter, guys. Winter, again, it needs to be winter. And it's kind of fun. It's kind of interesting because this moon and these like trees, we have two trees, the person's going through the middle, which is exactly what I keep saying. There's trees on both sides of where he's always at, and there's like the arches are huge in this reading. This is also an arch, and this is saying rescued. So this really, really, really makes sense. In the winter he can be rescued, and he will be having to come down out of this arch. He's having to climb down and get out of this arch in the winter time to get to this boat that's going to help him escape, okay? And he also reads a lot, okay? He's reading a lot. So I seen that again with his relaxation thing, a lot of reading. He's doing a lot of reading, okay? And then, so we have the tankard. So I don't know if someone at this marriage might drink a lot, and he's going to be counting on maybe his captors drinking a lot, but there's a lot of drinking happening at some point. At some point there's a lot of drinking happening. Drinking might bring success here. We also got beginnings. Again, this is winter and going through there. And then 2 is also a couple, might be a new beginning in the springtime, which is also, we got March, guys. Okay, we also got the November. November does have snow at times, okay? Another arch. And then we got blessings so these are confusing to me because a kidnapping could really not be a blessing, okay? And also could not be a success. So I do see a violin here, like playing that music. It's a 33. So there is music being played, and he can hear it, or maybe he has music in his heart really trying. This again is a yellow bird. This is a lot of green in the area, and there's water, okay? So when I see this card and I'm reading it, his escape is, there will be success with an escape if he goes towards the water near the birds, because he's near birds, and there's green on each side of, there's a lot of green in the, so maybe it's a river flowing through or something. A lot of green and a river flowing through. Okay, and then I did pull some angel like words. So in his vicinity, wherever he's being kept, it's near like a sisterhood or brotherhood, like people in a group. So this could be at a church or something. Some kind of sisterhood or brotherhood is very, very close to him. He's near a sisterhood or brotherhood. I think he tries to keep good humor. He tries. Again, he does this mask of cheerfulness, and I think he uses humor to try to like disarm people. He's near a person of power. This person of power looks like, I mean, you can see that there's, someone holding like someone holding a scepter, someone holding like a cross, you know. So he's near a person of power. There's someone keeping him. Relaxation came up again. I'm not sure where I think he maybe craves relaxation. This could also be a place of relaxation where he's kept. So maybe people go there to relax, but no one knows he's there. Or maybe he works in a spa, or near a spa, or near a place of relaxation, of serene birds, you know, that kind of thing. Joy. So again, joy, a place where people have joy. I don't think he has joy, but he could. There's compassion right now. So this is something that he's feeling, compassion for someone or something, some situation. It is overwhelming. He does feel overwhelmed with work and everything he's trying to kind of manage. Expansion. He's definitely having patience, and I think we did get patience before. Really having patience, hoping someone will come to his rescue. Expansion. So when he's looking outward, he's looking to go towards this water, is what I'm hearing with that expansion. Okay. He does have to try to keep himself focused. He has to refocus a lot and reinvent himself to try to keep going. There's delight in here. So delight, joy, and relaxation, those are all things that I'm not really sure where those are coming from. He's definitely having to be strong. It's really important to please try to be strong. And he's expecting with patience for someone to please come and help him. And at some point he was following his passion, and that's what brought him to where he is now and put him in this situation. Okay. So relaxation, joy, and delight. And also, yeah, so I'm going to pull these cards while on camera. Angel, spirits, guide, spirit. What other for Austin Bennett Tice, can you please give me any more information? We're trying to find out maybe an address, maybe a clue to the address, maybe a clue to the place where he's being kept. A clue to the place where he's being kept. Any clues you can give us, please? These are really hard to shuffle here. Okay. So I'm looking at, like, there's a crack in a wall. There's a crack in a wall. He tries to reach out. There's a snake. A 5. There's a snake in his vicinity. He's trying to reach out there. And I'm just intuitively reading these cards, guys. I'm not... Whoops. I'm not... This is like a nest to me. I mean, does that look like a nest to you guys? He's near a place where it's like a nest. It's way up there. He's at the eagle's nest or something. The crow's nest, way up top. Okay. The tear. So when I see this card, I do see a lot of tears. We did have a card where there was crying involved, like sadness, real sadness, because he can't go home, is what I feel. I just feel like he can't go home. There's always someone watching him. Always someone watching him, because I keep getting this eye, and with all these like vines and things around it, I keep getting this eye. Okay, people are always watching him. Angel, spirits, guys, is there anything else? Anything else for Austin Bennett Tice, please, to help us find him, please? Please help us find him. What other information? Wow. Okay, guys, so this card here, there is a coin. There's 2 people shaking, like holding hands or shaking hands. There's like a middle path. There is birds, like owls around. The best place for him to escape would be at night, near a red, there's a red sun or some kind of red. I've seen several red bright suns. I've seen several red bright like circles. So there's either a big red light around, like some kind of red light is around, and there's a lot of like a red round circle. This could be maybe a light, a siren, something red and round is near him all the time, and he's always being watched. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna pull some tarot. Angel spirits, spirit, what tarot, is there any other messages that we can pull here for to try to find we got a lot of we got a lot of threes, we got fours, a lot of sevens, and a lot of sixes and nines. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. So we got swords. Swords is also air, so he's in a place where there's a lot of swords. There's bullies. He's bullied all the time. Again, this person does wear red. Very interesting with green. So being bullied, this is a bully card. Okay, and a place where there's a lot of swords being made or something. We got the Ten of Cups. So to me, this is like he's definitely still has hope. He still has hope to get back to his family. But like, very interesting, because we did have like this like interesting wreath here and this marriage coming up. So there's something having to do, I don't know if it's some kind of celebration that's happening in the near future, either in November, February, or March. Like maybe at this place people have their weddings there, and people do rituals there where they like take communion or something here. And this is a place where they take communion, they like work in harmony. Couples, see, this is a couple, and this is like, so there's some kind of marriage and a family and a couple, a harmonious marriage. So something, either he is trying to wear a mask and get married to someone to help him escape, okay, or he is in a place, like for instance, I think of it like, what I'm hearing is like in a tower, and down below at the bottom floor, that people, it's like a banquet hall or something, and people have like marriages there, and people have celebrations there, and there's a sisterhood and brotherhood there. There's some kind of priest or person of power there, and he's up top in the like 7th floor or the top floor, and no one knows he's there, you know. And it's also a place where there's a lot of keys. This could be a key, could be like a special book that's a key. A key could also be like an actual key. A key could be like when you read the key to give you all the clues, it's like all these different, it's a key. There's a lot of keys around him, and a lot of swords, which we got swords around. Okay, let me get I wanted to pull some charms as well. Hold on one second. All right, I want to pull, angel spirits, guides, can you give me, I want to pull some kind of help here. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, so we have readers. Okay, so maybe there's readers, people who read books, for instance. So there's fear. I see fear here. I see fears. I see scar. I see scarred. I also see scarf. And like he might have to wear a scarf over his face, you know. I also see red here and read, red. So I hope you guys can pull letters from that. We also have a U in our letters, and a G. Okay. There's greed. So there's some kind of greed around him for sure. And then there's a U. And farce. Different things, okay. We got that G there. We also, again, this is like a shell, so he's near water. We got that king energy there. So again, the little guy we just seen with his stuff on his, like, crown on his head. There's someone that's maybe someone in place of power. And then I see a feather, and I have birds here. Feather, birds, an elephant. Yes, guys, what? Look, we had an elephant there, and we have an elephant here, okay? Look at that. We also have a key. We got a lot of keys, guys. Kangaroo, to me, that's somewhere in Australia, someone that's Australian in the vicinity. This could also be a place where people, and again, those two people were like toasting, so there could be some like a place where people drink tea. A seahorse, so near the sea, near the water, more feathers, more angels, and howling dogs. We did have a barking dog, so there's a dog barking all the time near him. Okay, so there's also flowers, there's plants and green things around. I'm surprised I didn't get a tree in here. And then who wants to be free, you know? Cards, free. Okay, guys, so this is this stuff here. I'm also going to pull us I wanted to pull some numbers, trying to help us with some kind of address or synchronistic numbers. Wow. We got a 5, we got an 8, and we got a 38, and we got a 39. So there's 38, 39, 37, another 5. So we got a lot of 3s, a 5, an 8. So 3s, 6s, 9s, a lot of 3s, 6s, 9s, 3, 6, 9, 5, 7. That's what we keep pulling. 3, 6, 9, 5, 7, 3, 6, 9, 5, 7. So very, very interesting, guys. So I really, really hope that they find Austin. I really, really hope this helps. This helps. He is still alive. I'm confident in that. But he's on this verge of like some kind of transformation. He's trying to wear this mask. He might be being forced into some kind of like, I don't know, marriage or something. He might even be writing letters to people and he's not getting an answer back. I don't think it's his fault. He's waiting like for news, a package, or a letter. He's waiting for that, and he's being patient, but he's waiting. So we need to find him. So guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you have any ideas, please put it in the comments of people you'd also like me to do a reading for. I can help. I only need the minimal information. I don't want a whole lot of information. I would like just the minimal information. If you do have someone, you know, just a real quick blurb, just like I read you guys, and then I can try to help and do a reading on that. So thanks a lot for being here, guys. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more of this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So this is, again, my new series of helping find missing people. All right, guys, I want to send you love, peace, positivity, light, and blessings. Until next time, bye-bye.